Today we've got Zeno with us, our most improved player from 2014, and we're going to find out how he's managed to achieve that. But first, should we go and hit some balls?
Yeah.
Live it. Let's fly. Stay connected now. It's time to life. Stay connected in carnival time. Party hardy together. Let's scream. Under double set your spirits free. Leave your troubles and them far behind. Strictly happiness inside this life. Grab your banner home, feeling so fine. Now we're taking an innocent.
Okay, so Zeno, do you want to tell us about some of your highlights from 2014?
Yeah, I had to play 3 weeks back to back. I won all 3 doubles tournaments at Reigate, then to Eastbourne, then to Surrey County Close. And my national ranking for singles ended up finishing up to 238 in the country. And I'm now 22 in Surrey for singles.
Okay, so I think the key to Zeno's success, he's always been a powerful player when he was a junior, always had power all through his game, forehand, backhand, and particularly the serve. But in 2014, he managed to improve his consistency across his entire game, and we'll talk about some of the ways we've done that. So if we look at the book, top spin on both your ground strokes.
Yeah, I went, especially at the beginning of last year, I tried to make a extremely push, especially on my forehand, because I thought it was a bit really erratic. It would be had lots of topspin one day and not so on the other day. Especially on the backhand, I used to hit it quite flat, so I tried to change it up and be more consistent with that.
So, what is the book? Well, it's a simple and effective way to make progress and ensure the time you spend on the court is more productive. For Zeno, he'll have a list of things in the book that he wants to improve, and every time he goes to a training session or a match, he'll be aware of those things. He might highlight 1 or 2, and he'll go out and consciously try to work and improve those things. After the session or match, he'll come back to the book and evaluate by putting simple scores out of 10 against all the things on his list. Over time, he'll build up excellent data as to how he's improving. And if we take the topspin example, we can have a look now and see how that works. So if we just take one example of how the book's been useful, this is topspin on both. Topspin on both is forehand and backhand. And I think last year, Zeno, you've totted up almost 90 entries, so that's 90 bits of feedback as to how his topspin's been going on 90 separate occasions. And with that amount of feedback, you're definitely going to have information you can use to get better. Do you want to just talk us through the topspin one there?
Yeah, as you can see at the start of the year, it wasn't very good. A lot of 5s, a lot of 6s, and every now and then it came to a 9 or 8. But if you look towards the back end of last year especially, it's coming to about 8 or 7, which is a lot more consistent.
The book is excellent for helping a player to keep their focus on the things they need to improve and the things that will help them to play better tennis. For Zeno, it was crucial that he developed topspin on his powerful ground strokes to improve his consistency. The book has allowed him to achieve this, and now his results and his performance have improved dramatically over the last 12 months.
Our top squad players all have a book and are expected to maintain it by adding new entries regularly.
Another factor is seeing the ball clearly and head still, as we mentioned in video 2. I think that's been a big part of your improvement as well. You've really worked on tracking the ball onto the racket and keeping your head still through contact. How's that gone with the book?
Yeah, it's been good. I think at the beginning, especially at the beginning of last year, a lot of the time my head was moving around, so I was pulling off shots and things like that. But then, just towards the back end of last year, I think I really tried to focus on it, and it paid dividends in the last 3 weeks of the summer. I obviously played quite well, keeping it head still.
And on the serve particularly as well, where it's just a case of trying to keep your head and eyes looking at the ball up until contact.
Yeah, because especially that's when I got a big serve, there's no point of me having it if I'm going to keep missing 8 out of 10 serves.
And this is a great tip for any of you who feel you don't hit enough first serves in the court. Zeno has a 100-mile-an-hour plus first serve, but it's so effective because he has a high first serve percentage. And he strongly feels that that comes from keeping his eyes on the ball until contact.
Incredibly, not all top players do this well. But here's an example from Maria Sharapova. As you can see, she's keeping a clear view of the ball up until contact point. This follows on from video 2, having a clear view of the ball and keeping head still for ground strokes. When you try this on your serve, don't worry about head still, just focus on keeping a clear view of the ball up until contact.
And I think maybe we can see one of Zeno's serves as well, can we? Oh, it just had to be one that I couldn't get back. Typical. Well, at least we don't have to see that again. Unbelievable. Just before we sign off with some more of Zeno's tennis, I do want to emphasise that the book is hard work. Even some of our students have found it too difficult to maintain it, but hard work pays off, and along with Zeno's dedication to tennis and determination to play every day, the book has played a major role in him being our most improved player in 2014. You don't need your own book to make great progress, as long as you're prepared to be aware of the things you're trying to improve and to evaluate them after you've played, you'll still be able to have some great results. Thanks again for all your feedback. Do keep it coming. If you like this video and the other ones, do please share them via social media and tell your friends and family about them. That would be really appreciated. On the next video, I'm hoping to have something a little bit different for you, so I look forward to see you then. Right, I need to change this shirt.
Let's fly. Stay connected now with